Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
she's back. She's back. How you doing?
I'm good. I made it back. I decided to come on back. So
Well, all right, very good. It's good to see you. Good to have you with us. We got a big show lined up today, and the performance going to be on with us for the first time. That's just been signed by a record label here in Jackson. So we got some exciting things coming up.
that's right. We sure do. Julie Daniels is here with the chamber. We're going to find out about what's going on. And then one of our frequent visitors, which is Christy Futrell with the American Heart Association, is going to be here to talk about the 2020 West Tennessee Heart Walk and Red Dress Dash.
Okay.
And then from the American Red Cross, we're going to have the executive director, I can't say that word, David Hicks. There's going to be some information about the response to Laura and volunteers and things like that that's still in the works.
Wow.
And then Sonia Outlaw Clark is here. She's going to be talking about exhibits commemorating the women's suffrage movement at Delta Heritage Center. I'm just having a hard time getting back to these pronunciations. And then with the Jackson Symphony, we have Sherry Freeman and Peter Shannon, because they have an event that's coming up September the 12th for Unsung Heroes. We'll be excited to hear about that. And we have a new artist on the show today. In one of our segments, we're going to talk to JL, Jawaskiya Lake. He is going to introduce his new artist that he's just signed, SoulStress. So we're going to get music and entertainment from SoulStress. We're going to hear from JL. So that should be a good deal.
Should be. Why he signed her and everything else.
That's right.
All right. So very, very good stuff. Everything is lined up, and we're excited to have the symphony season just about ready to launch. If we can, we're going to see how it goes. It's all coming up on this Six in the City.
It's still hard to think that your child had cancer. The thought of them not being here, it was terrifying.
Going through treatment for cancer can be quite difficult for patients. That's why platelets are so vital.
When he would get the platelets, he would perk right up. Just so thankful that somebody had taken the time out of their day to donate platelets.
Please help give them hope and the strength to carry on. Donate platelets.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JEA today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six in the City. Julie Daniels with the Chamber is with us. We got special events coming up. We're doing the show live on Tuesday, September the 1st. And Julie, we've got an event coming up this week, September the 3rd.
We sure do.
What's going on?
Well, we've got a spark plugs. Now I can't talk.
It's my fault.
It is. It's all your fault, Cassandra.
I know.
We've got we've got a couple of spark plugs this month. So that's at least 2 events you can come to, at least attend via Zoom, Steve.
Okay. All right. So I can continue this. So what happens at Spark?
Yeah, what is the Spark plug?
Yeah.
Well, we had the event Spark, which you would attend in person, and we've had a Zoom event on that as well. But the Spark plugs we try to have a little more information. We were at first trying to make them a little shorter, but we give you a chance to, and they're not that short now. They're about an hour. We try to keep them at least, around an hour if we can less. And we have a Q&A, of course, usually with those. We started these during COVID-19. And so they're based a lot on COVID-19, the spark plugs are, any kind of information you might need. The one coming up on the 3rd is actually talking about understanding the Tennessee Business Relief Program. And we have a couple of folks from the Tennessee Department of Economic Development, Maxwell Dotson and Wisty Pender, along with Monique Merriweather, who's with Tennessee Small Business Development Center here in
Well,
town.
I know, Julian, listening to the governor's briefings, that they think there may be up to 40,000 businesses that could potentially qualify, and they believe that thousands have not applied.
That's right. That's what I understand. So it's just kind of crazy. You don't want to leave money on the table. So
That's right. Definitely take advantage of the opportunity. So what do we need to do, Julie, to attend?
actually, it's going to be on the Coast Facebook page
Okay.
on September 3rd at 3:00. Just show up at the Coast Facebook page, land on that, and that's all you got to do.
That's
Okay,
easy
okay.
enough.
So that's going to be September the 3rd, and that'll be at 3:00 that afternoon, right?
Yes, that will.
And then this next event, I know Steve's just going to have an issue with it because I see women in business. So before he even gets to give you the nod, Julie, I'm going to ask about the women in business luncheon.
Y'all keep this up. I'm going to have a transgender thing going here.
Stephanie, I'm waiting for Stephanie Bowers to show up.
Yeah.
That's right, Stephanie. When she comes in, we're going to be like, oh,
So
Stephanie,
you're doing this
here.
one. How is it? It's going to be done virtually as well?
This is going to be a virtual Zoom meeting. So you will have to register and get a link for that. So, we see Stephanie, we'll let you in. It's at 10 o'clock.
September the 9th at 10. So what's going to be the program?
Yes. Again, we're focusing on COVID-19 somewhat. It's, mental health, basically coping during COVID, a focus on mental health. We do have the commissioner of the Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services. I had to look at that to make sure I got it right.
At the top here, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Marie Williams is her name, and she's also a licensed clinical social worker. So she's going to have a lot of great information, tips on how to cope, and some additional resources that we can use during this time where it's been difficult, to social distance from some folks and not getting to see some family during this time. So it's played a lot, on folks' psyche.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. And we just go to the Jackson Chamber.
Rocket County originally, and she's done a great job as commissioner of mental health.
Yeah, she's
I'm excited that she's going to be here. Then we wrap up on the 15th with the Young Professionals, another event to which I'm not invited.
Don't be bitter. Hey, Julie, on that Women in Business Zoom meeting, do we just need to go to jacksontn.com and register there?
You can go there on our events calendar. You'll find information on registering. Also, we have everything on our Facebook page as well on any of these events. So either place will give you information for the JYP or the Women in Business for registering for a link, because you'll have to register for a link for JYP that you mentioned on the 15th. So
okay,
all right.
And JYP, Jackson Young Professionals. We had a great conversation back. I guess it was about a month ago with Philip DeVentry and also with Matt Marshall Celebrating Diversity. So we decided to continue that with a part 2 and adding another special guest on there, Delarice, I'll just say Delarice Martinez. So she's she's a teacher as well as an activist. She's very active with everything in going along with diversity and equity and inclusion. So she gives a lot of talks. She teaches. She also has a lot of activities going on with that. She's working on her doctorate, I believe. But we're going to have Philip and Matt and Delarice all talking and continuing the conversation on that.
Same thing. I go to jacksontn.com. Can I register through there?
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right. Very good. It's good to see you.
JacksonTN.com or Facebook. Thanks, Julie. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so very much.
Thank
We're going to
you.
be back with more as we continue this Six in the
Six in
City.
the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Chrissy Futrell is with us, and we're getting ready to go with a special edition of the Heart Walk. Chrissy, tell us about it.
A very, very special edition. Yes, it is the 2020 West Tennessee Heart Walk and Red Dress Dash. For those runners that want to run and not walk. Digital experience. So what is a digital experience? What is that? What does it mean? It means, Steve, you can walk right at your house. You can walk in your neighborhood, down the driveway, whatever you want to do. Really, I mean, this enables more people to be involved than ever. So all across West Tennessee, if you're a survivor or you're a caregiver, or if you are just an avid runner and you want to get out there and be a part of the Heart Walk or a walker, this is your chance.
All right, it's coming up September the 12th, right?
September 12th, yes, that's right.
It's easy enough for you, Steve. You can you can even put your red tennis shoes on and get out and walk down the driveway around the neighborhood.
What time do we start, and how do we plug into this, Chrissy?
Yes, absolutely. And I want to see videos and pictures when y'all do this and get out there. Not just Steve, but everybody. We'd love everybody to register, because registering just lets us know, hey, you're with us, you're out there. Go to westtnheartwalk.org. Very easy, big red button that says click here, join. You'll see it. You can join as an individual, or you can start a team with your neighbors or friends and family and all get out there and walk that morning on September 12th. And when you register, you'll get those last minute emails from me letting you know about opening ceremonies on Facebook that morning at 9 and all that good stuff. So you'll be in the know.
westtnheartwalk.org. Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
So we'll have opening ceremonies, and then what happens?
Yeah, so we'll have opening ceremonies, still recognizing all our wonderful donors and sponsors and teams and coaches and all that good stuff, and giving out awards. We'll just do it not on a stage in real life, but on this stage on Facebook. And then we say, hey, it's time to walk. It's time to get out there and do that. Of course, you can walk anytime that day, but there's just something I love to think about. Hey, we're all getting out there all over West Tennessee and doing this at the same time. So when you do, or hey, when you get out there and walk or run or whatever, take a little picture and post it on our Heart Walk event page on Facebook.
Okay.
And is it West 10 Heart Walk on Facebook too, Christy?
So here's the name on Facebook. You better write it down. It's a long one.
Hey, I've got my pen. I'm ready.
So it's 2020 West Tennessee Heart Walk and Red Dress Dash digital experience. So once you get the 2020 West TN Heart Walk or West Tennessee Heart Walk in there, it pops up.
So is Tennessee spelled out, or is it just TN?
It is spelled out, and you'll see on our Facebook cover, we had a big group of Chi Omegas all wearing their red out there last year at Heart Walk, and it's them on the cover cheering at the finish line, so you'll immediately recognize it.
Awesome.
So that's on Facebook. I go 2020 West Tennessee Heart Walk.
Yes, just punch that in, it'll come up.
Okay.
Yes, and it's an event page where you can post. I've opened it up so you can post, you can share your stories, your why, you can post pictures of you and your dog or family or whoever walking or running that day, and it'll just be a great time for community to come together.
Okay.
That sounds like fun. It's easy enough, Steve. I expect to see you out there. I see a picture of you. I mean, you know,
I'll take a picture right there at the end of my driveway. That'll be as far as I go. You know,
that's
right.
We'll
never know.
Oh, you can take it. The first time you've done the heart walk. Well, no, I can't say that.
There with the heart walk. Okay, excellent.
Done it before, so.
Yeah. Christy, how things gone for the Heart Association? I know that you've been actively involved in the Heart Association, has been research and everything else. How's the funding been? Has it been a challenge?
Yes. So I will tell you, I've been in this role, a nonprofit, for 16 years and at the Heart Association for 7. It was this August 19th that I hit 7 years. And I will tell you, this time is different than any other. But you know what? I have seen such loyal donors, such loyal supporters, so understanding. Our community is phenomenal. And you know, Steve, there's no other time that's been more important in the history of America to support the American Heart Association. 40% of COVID patients are stroke or cardiovascular disease patients.
Okay.
So we should, be in the game. We should be working hard on this, and we are.
All right,
So now's the time.
We're ready for the walk coming up the 12th, so don't forget to put it on your calendar. Chrissy, it's always good to see you.
Thanks so much, Chrissy.
Appreciate the work very much.
Good
We're
to
going to
see
be
you.
talking about this young lady a little bit later. She is signed with JL, and we'll get the firsthand story. This is SoulStress. We're glad to have her.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your wings and take to the sky. But till the morning, ain't nothing can harm you. With daddy and mommy standing by.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/text alerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We'll have more with SoulStress, and it's good to have her with us when we talk about her signing with JL coming up later in the program. David Hicks is with us in this segment. He is the executive director of the American Red Cross here in West Tennessee. David, always good to see you.
You all as well. Thank you for having me again.
We're glad to have you here. We have been inconvenienced somewhat by the results of Laura. We've had some flooding and some rain and a few spin-off tornadoes here, but not anything compared to the coast. Hundreds of thousands of people were without power, and in many cases, rural areas, if you're out without power, that means you're without water because the wells don't work and everything else. So it's been a big effort. It's going to continue for several more weeks, apparently. Yeah. So what's the situation there, and how can we get involved through the Red Cross?
Well, Steve, I appreciate you making reference to the local effect because, I mean, man, the forecast was just pretty foreboding in the days, leading up to Laura, and then even as it was hitting the coastline. So we feel very fortunate that the flash flooding was very minor, and that our aftermath was not near what it could have been. So that's such a blessing. But having said all that, I think that I was on a regional call earlier today, and there's a feeling amongst Red Cross that Laura is kind of already being forgotten. It's not a big part of the national media stories this morning. But it was truly, a Category 4. It hit into the coastline and just laid waste. And by the dimensions I heard, the destruction was about 400 miles long and about 60 miles wide. And so I know it displaced over 21,000 people that are in congregate and non-congregate sheltering right now. And fortunately, we have had a lot of Tennessee volunteer response, which is very typical of our state. But we have sent over, I believe, 75 volunteers statewide that are now boots on the ground in Louisiana and also Texas. Here in our Midwest chapter, we've already been able to make arrangement for deployment of about 15 people, and I would estimate that to go up to maybe 20 to 25 by the end of the week. But, you were asking, how can we help here locally? How can we be, the greatest benefit to these people that have been, had the worst day of their lives, many of them. And I would say giving financially at this point, if people can provide funding, it always gives us an opportunity to apply that money to the greatest need at any given moment, any given day. And
David, what I wonder, and not to break in on you, but I'm
no, go right ahead, please.
Well, because there are needs with the American Red Cross right here in the Midwest area, right in West Tennessee.
Absolutely.
And then you've got this other need, obviously with this hurricane. COVID has affected everything. Without COVID, the news coverage would have continued much more. I think it's just that and the presidential election. There's a lot of things going on right now. And you're right, you get pushed out of the media pretty quickly here.
That's
but
true.
How do I balance that? How do you balance that? If I send you money, how does it determine where it goes?
Well, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share some of the avenues of giving. First of all, someone can simply go on the website, redcross.org. There'll be a link provided there, Laura, and they can simply click there, and they'll be able to designate and earmark that money for those impacted by Hurricane Laura for the disaster relief. Second of all, they can simply, call 1-800-RED-CROSS and make, a contribution, a donation over the phone. And last but not least, this has become a lot more prevalent the last couple of years, is a texting avenue of giving. And they can simply text the word Laura, just L-A-U-R-A, to 90999. And each one of those texts is an incremental gift of $10. So that's 3 avenues by which people can give. There's also a lot of people that say, well, as I see those images on TV, David, I want to run help. I want to be down there within 2 to 5 days and boots on the ground. Well, we got to get you trained first. And so what we always tell people is during gray sky situations where we're in a disaster response, go ahead and go onto our website, the redcross.org, go ahead and get registered as a volunteer so we can get that necessary training for you. Then the next opportunity, when another disaster response comes up, and unfortunately, they're saying it's probably one of the worst hurricane seasons that we'll experience upcoming. All signs point to that. We can get you trained so the next hurricane, we can put you in and amongst those that are helping, Johnny on the spot.
Okay. If I want to give and help support the work that you do every day, how do I do that?
Steve, the best way is just to simply mail us a check. You can just send it directly to the American Red Cross, and we're at 19 Stone Creek Circle right here in Jackson, Tennessee. That's a 38305. Also, just a call-in donation to my direct cell phone is more than appropriate, and that's area code 901. Even though I live here locally, I'm assigned a cell phone out of Memphis, so it's a 901-208-0152. And that's also a direct line and opportunity to give. Thank you for asking for that.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the work you're doing, the volunteers and everything else, and we wish the best of the people in Louisiana. We've all been through it in one way or another, and there are utility crews from all over West Tennessee that are down there as well. David, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, David.
Cassandra, thank y'all so much. Take care.
We're going to go back to the main stage, and this is SoulStress.
Don't know why I still love you. I can't believe that I still care. I don't know why I still love you. I can't believe that I still care. I don't know why I still love you. Can't believe I even care. Tried to tell my heart to walk away, but it only wants to stay. I really don't know what to do, 'cause I'm hopelessly in love with you. Tried to clear my heart and thoughts of you. Just can't help myself when it comes to loving you. Why I still love you. I can't believe that I still care. Ooh, I don't know why I still love you. I can't believe that I still care. I tried to shake this fear, even control my emotions. I even tried to fall in love with someone else. You lied, mistreated, even cheated on me. Had me feeling all by myself. I'm feeling so crazy, 'cause that love was so amazing. It had me doing things I'd said I'd never do. You hurt me beyond pain, and I still feel like you're playing games, all because I'm still in love with you. Why I still love you. I can't believe that. Yeah. Why I still love you. I can't believe that I still care.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
I knew it hurt her.
My heart broke in half, and I felt like I was about as close to losing her as I was going to get.
And active addiction, you don't know what's going on. What I thought about was the little girl with the pageant dress on. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be doing these things. There is hope.
She found inside herself that she's way better than that, and she rose from it.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller with you, and Sonia Outlaw Clark joins us from the West Tennessee Delta Heritage Center, which is at exit 56 in Brownsville, Tennessee, right off Interstate 40. Sonia, it's good to see you.
Well, thank you for having me. It's great to see y'all.
Okay. Now, you are back open, right? You say 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, or Tuesday through Saturday. No, Tuesday through Sunday.
Tuesday through Saturday.
All right, Steve. No, don't be giving her some different hours.
Yeah, it's Tuesday through Sunday. Right.
Correct. Yes. Tuesday through Saturday is 9 to 5, and Sunday is 1 to 5.
Okay. Now, we're going to do a dialogue tour with Sandra, so we're looking for that on TV6 to show you what all it is at the Delta Heritage Center. When you describe the Delta Heritage Center, how do you describe it, Sonia?
A cultural experience of West Tennessee. We're sharing what our rural culture is from ag to music and everything in between, more or less.
Okay. And you have the only Tina Turner Museum in the world, right?
We do. That's correct.
Okay.
And it's housed in her former elementary school.
Okay. So it's a real historic place. Well, there's a special exhibit at the Delta Heritage Center. Tell us about it.
Well, we actually have 2 exhibits right now in our lobby. One is called Rightfully Hers, and the other is To Make Our Voices Heard, Tennessee Women's Fight for the Vote. Both are suffrage exhibits celebrating the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage. And the Rightfully Hers looks at the suffrage movement as a national movement. But the To Make Our Voices Heard is Tennessee Pacific.
Okay.
So celebrating over 70 years that women fought for their right to vote.
Yeah. Who is showcased in the Tennessee part of the exhibit?
There are quite a few people showcased. I think one of the most important ones is her name was Feb Byrne, and she was the mother of Harry Byrne, who cast the deciding vote in 1920 in the Tennessee legislature to ratify that amendment. So she had a little bit of influence with her son.
Just a little.
The woman that changed America, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, you wonder if she hadn't written that letter, or if the letter had been late getting there, it would have gone the other way.
Yeah, because I didn't realize until this exhibit he was, there were anti-suffrage and there were suffrage. Right. So there were as many women against it as there were for it.
Right.
And they were designated that day the anti-suffrage with red roses, and the suffrage people for the suffrage had yellow roses, and he wore a red rose. So everyone was sure he was going to vote against it.
Right. Yeah.
But the last minute he changed his vote.
And with his name being in alphabetical order, he came up pretty early, right? It took them a while, I think, to realize what had exactly happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he also had to hide in the Capitol, right, for the rest of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
by the way,
amazing.
I've been reminded the reenactment of this that was done at the state legislature this year is being shown on EPlus TV6. So be sure to check it. It is quite fascinating and a great depiction of the speeches, the highlights of the speeches, the whole attitude that permeated that debate. Okay, how long will the exhibit be in Brownsville?
Till October the 18th.
Okay.
Now, Sonia, is there a fee for this visit, for this exhibit?
There is no fee. We invite you to come and explore all of the museums as well as this exhibit. Our only requirement, social distance and wear a mask.
Okay. And for those who don't know or have never been, where is the Delta Heritage Center?
We're located in Brownsville. We're right off of I-40 at exit 56. As soon as you get off the exit, you see McDonald's, and we're directly behind McDonald's. So we're really easy to find. And we want everyone, especially right now, there's not a lot of traveling going on. So do a little staycation, come down to Brownsville and check out everything.
Have you got any music programs coming up later this year, or has that schedule been permanently changed? What's happening?
Most of our big events have been canceled. We do have a couple of music programs happening in Brownsville at the end of the month. There is Autumn Nights that's on the 19th at our amphitheater downtown. Okay. I believe the symphony is coming later this month. We are having our Tina Turner Heritage Days, which we normally have the end of September. We're still having that, but it's going to be a virtual experience. It's going to be on Facebook.
All right, great. All right. We'll get back with you on that. Sonia, so good to see you. We look forward to the tour coming up.
Thanks for being here, Sonia.
Thank you.
We'll be back. Speaking of music, we'll talk about the symphony. We'll do that next on this Six in the City.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensaver for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Music from SoulStress is coming up later in this segment. We're going to delve into the music symphonic style with Sherry Freeman, Executive Director of the Jackson Symphony, and Peter Shannon, who is the Conductor and Music Director of the Jackson Symphony. Good to see you both, and I take it since you're both here in town and ready to go, we got something coming up with the symphony.
Yes, we do.
All right, so what's the schedule this month?
Well, I can tell you what it was and then how it changed. I mean, obviously the COVID thing threw everybody upside down, and so we had a wonderful season all planned. And then we had to go back and, of course, reinvent the wheel. So that's what we've done in the last couple of months. Been kind of frantic, but with the support of the board and, of course, Sherry and everybody else, we do have the orchestra back on stage in a somewhat different format, but we think a format that's going to work for everybody. We have to, of course, think of safety for the musicians and donors and patrons. It's absolute quintessential, the most important thing. But we have reduced our typically 2.5 hour concerts into 1 hour concerts, at least up until Christmas, and then we look again. But we have our opening night. It's going to be a feel-good concert of 1 hour long, and I think it was said already earlier, it's going to start at 6 and go to 7 o'clock. We're going to take a break. We're going to sterilize the church, and then we're going to start again from 8 to 9. And we have a wonderful soloist, Erica Gabriel, who people will remember from our Christmas concert. She's going to come and sing some songs, but it's basically a tribute to our frontline heroes. And frontline heroes nowadays are moms and dads at home with the kids, trying to manage them going to school. So there's something in there for everybody. So we're going to have a lot of fun in 1 hour. And yeah, Sherry, what do you want to tell? You're happy with this program, aren't you, Sherry?
Oh yes, we're just delighted to be back. We're delighted to be offering an opportunity for people to come and enjoy something where they can feel safe. And we've done everything. We've worked with our local officials and the healthcare team, and to make sure that the concerts we're providing are safe to all those that attend and those that perform. And we're just delighted to be back. We're delighted to give work to some great artists that need that work. And we're just delighted to play music for the city of Jackson and for West Tennessee. So we just encourage you, please don't forget your art at this particular time, because it's very easy to do those kinds of things right now.
All right, so Sherry, are you still selling advanced tickets to this? And how do you distinguish between a 6 o'clock ticket and an 8 o'clock ticket?
Well, we are still selling tickets to this. You can go online and purchase your tickets. You can call the office if you particularly want a certain seating or a certain time, but you'll just select that, either a 6 or an 8 o'clock. We're going to make sure that this does well. I mean, this is a first go for us on this kind of event. So, I'm not going to say it's without hiccups, but it's certainly, we've certainly done everything that we know how to make this go as smoothly as possible, and for people to have just a wonderful evening and a wonderful opportunity to be a part of the Jackson Symphony and to get to come out and do something and celebrate.
And Sherry, these are going to be held at the First Baptist Church right here in Jackson, right?
First Baptist Church on Highland. The first seating, like I said, begins at 6 o'clock. It will be over at 7 o'clock. We'll exit that group, as Peter said, do the appropriate work for the next seating, and that'll begin at 8 and go to 9. The big thing we've done is taken out things that might have caused people together, like intermissions and that. So, it's not that you're getting less of a concert, certainly not. It's just that we've kind of tried to rework it so in order to keep people safe, and our orchestra as well.
So Sherry, there'll also be concerts then in October and November, is that right?
That's correct.
And then we'll get ready to go, hopefully go back to the Civic Center for the Christmas pop.
That is our plan.
Okay, 427-6440.
Yeah, we'll cross our fingers.
427-6440 is the number. Well, Peter, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back in town. Sherry, it's always good to see you. We look forward to the season, 60th anniversary season. What a milestone.
What a season.
Absolutely. And we're the only orchestras around doing this, so we're delighted to be doing that. We're delighted to have the musicians and that everybody gets a chance to hear this first-class music in Jackson, Tennessee.
That's right.
Well, not only will you be the only one remembered for celebrating your 60th, but also during COVID.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the 12th.
Good to see y'all. Thanks.
We're glad to be able to feature the work of this young lady. She's just signed with JL. We'll get details of that in our next segment. This is SoulStress.
Come on, snap your fingers just like this. But instead a decision. Can't press rewind, wishing I could turn back the hands of time. What was I thinking? I crossed the line without blinking. I didn't look both ways. I never thought I'd lose my friend this way. What am I to do? I lost my man and my friend too. Don't know what to do. I'm so lost without you. Sometimes that's a blessing. How to love and be true. I never thought I'd end up losing you. I would only choose you as my friend. If I could find you and make things right, I had to disappear out of your life. I don't want to hurt you, but I gotta leave you. Wishing we could go back. I could rewind the hands of time. I love you enough to walk away. As much as it breaks my heart, I gotta walk away. I really love you. 'Cause I gotta leave you. I don't want to ever hurt you. We should have just been friends, just been friends. If I had to do it all again, I would only choose you as my friend, my friend, my friend. This
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries. The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six in the City. We have been featuring the music of SoulStress, and we're talking now to the man who has signed her to the Soully Music record label. JL is with us, who is a writer, composer, producer, performer in his own right. Been playing Party Time on the radio. I may make it a regular Friday song, JL.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you with us. Where did you find this young lady? How did you come across her?
Well, me and SoulStress, we met in Nashville a couple of years ago. We actually ended up on two shows together in the same day. And we connected and got acquainted and everything. And we just kept in contact and just, fell in love with each other's music and shared ideas and stuff like that. And now we here together, making it happen.
Signing an artist is not only a creative decision, it's also a financial decision also. So
it's definitely financially.
Yeah, okay. So that's a big step. Like, you got your own career going, trying to promote it and work it. What makes you decide to take on someone else?
Well, Soully Music was a production company and songwriting and everything anyway. Just been thinking about, becoming a label for so long now, and I kept putting it off, and ran across this great talent and everything. So I think now was the time during the pandemic to pull everything together and start working towards the label and getting ready for next year.
Well, it sounds like everything fell into place correctly there, Jay.
It did. It did.
And her type of music, I know she was listed as neo soul artist.
Right. Uh-huh. it's R&B, but it's kind of jazzy.
Okay.
She's into a little reggae as well, soul music. She's very
I
versatile.
noticed it was just a
She
muscular thing, and her voice is so smooth. It sounds so good. I see why
Yeah,
you
and
signed
she has
her.
a major yeah, and she has a major gospel background as well. She was a gospel artist previously,
Okay.
so she still sings in the church and everything. So she can pretty much do anything and everything.
Now she's
Just
got an
great.
album out that's called This Thing Called Love, correct?
Yes, absolutely. It's been out for a while now. She has a brand new single called "Baby I Love You," released not long ago. So we're pushing that single right now as well. And she's getting in the studio with me and Byron to start working on her new project.
Oh wow. Sounds like she's been busy
Yeah,
too. And I noticed too that she's played at
yeah.
BB King's in New Orleans and
She's been all over across the country, several countries and everything. She's been performing in as well.
Well, she's definitely a soulstress, that's for sure.
Most definitely.
Gail, the
Most
music
definitely.
for this album project will come from where?
What you mean like where it would be distributed?
Yeah, no, I'm saying you're about to get her in the studio to record a new album. So the
Oh,
material.
she's gonna be
She
she's
writes
gonna
the
be
material.
coming.
You write the material, or you're looking for material?
Well, she writes and produces as well, but on this project, me, her, and Byron Cheney is gonna collab on working on her new project together. So it'll be a collective, situation with all of us.
All the work already written, or are you still working?
We
on it?
starting scratch. We starting
Oh, start from
brand
scratch. Wow.
new from scratch.
Blank piece of
Yeah,
paper.
so we're
Yeah.
about to get busy now.
Well, if you own
Yeah,
the
we're about to get
if you
started
own the
now.
studio, you don't have to pay for the time, so that works, right?
That's a blessing. Huh? I had to take care of Byron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let him start billing you by the hour. It destroys
Right.
a great relationship. You know what I mean?
Right.
Tell him it destroys the creativity.
True.
I don't think he'll buy it.
I know, right?
What's the timetable for this project, Dale? How soon do you want this to be
Well,
out?
we're about to get started hopefully at the top of the year. Well, we about to get started now. So we're going to be traveling back and forth to Atlanta. She's going to be coming back and forth. We're going to get this record done. And at the top of the year, we'll be having new music coming out, new project coming out. Also, new music on me as well. So we'll be working really hard trying to get everything together.
Well, you know you're gonna have to come back and talk to us when you get your new music out.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I love coming, so I'll be there.
But we love having you here.
All right.
Her single is entitled "The One You're Pushing Now."
Yeah, it's called "Baby I Love You."
Baby, I love you. And
Uh-huh.
yours is "Party Time" that you're pushing now, right?
Yeah, it's called "Party." It's we pushing that single right now. Uh-huh.
Pushing it
Yeah,
right.
it's doing really well.
Yeah. It's like I said, I've been playing this song. Like I said, I may make it a regular Friday song. I like it.
Hey, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on this. And like I said, is this the first time you work with another artist at this level?
Well, I manage another artist by the name of Big Baby. She's from Shreveport, Louisiana, by way of Memphis, Tennessee. She's been all over the country as well. She has a whole name, Powerhouse, female artist and everything. So I manage her.
Okay.
So I manage her, but SoulStress is a part. So under my company now, I have two female artists on the Souling music.
Well, congratulations.
Congrats.
All right, thank you so much.
Continued success. We'll see you soon. Look forward to this new
Yeah.
product coming out.
Most definitely.
Thanks for talking to us, JL.
Thank you all.
We'll be right back with more, including SoulStress, on this Six in the
Six in the
City.
City.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Cassandra, good to have you back, and we've got Labor Day coming up.
I know we do. Business offices are going to be closed, so we won't be in the office. That gives us 3-day weekend, so we'll be able to enjoy that. And I always have to remember the reason for Labor Day. So
right. We'll get into that. We got Friday Night Live starting this Friday night, and we'll start at USJ with TCA at USJ, and then public schools are back in action in Jackson, Madison County. We'll have several of those games coming up, and we'll carry that all the way until the end of October. So be tuned in. Game time will be at 7:00 for Friday night live. And
right.
then also want to remind you that if people that are struggling with utility bills or whatever, just tell them, talk to customer service at 422-7500, and they can put you in contact with Southwest or some other resources out there that may be available. Want everybody to get through this as best we can.
that's all right. That's right, Steve. And also too, I wanted to mention, we kind of got some thunderstorms, kind of stormy weather all this week. So if you want to get information about if we have any outages or anything, or if you want to just communicate with JEA, you can text the word join to 53248 and join in our text messaging. So, or if you want to know about outage notifications, you can go online to our jacksonenergy.com website and visit the outage center, and it can tell you what if there are any outages.
Okay.
And always on your app, on the JEA app too, you can get notifications of outages in your area. So great ways to communicate with JEA.
We love trees, but we don't like down tree limbs.
That's right.
And it's been a
Cause
problem.
problems.
Good to see you. Well, we appreciate all of our guests, and we appreciate JL for linking us up.
Good to be
this
back.
young lady is going to take us till the next week, and this is so. Have a great week.
See you next week.
In this place with you, I watched all my dreams come true.
Back into a routine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Everything with you has special connections built for two. A love that will share to the end of time. I'm amazed to see day begins with me, and I'm the only one who can make you smile. You're a beautiful soul, and I want the world to know I love you. I love you. We could be one of a kind. One of a kind. If they knew what it would be alright. Let me tell you, 'cause I love you. I love you. We could be one of a kind. Say, if they knew what I see in you, it would be alright. It's so comforting just to have you here with me. Sometimes the world won't agree, but it's okay. In this one-on-one, the two of us will overcome. I wouldn't want this life any other way. We will stay no matter what others may say, and it will be okay. We hold hands, we'll travel for big.